Hi guys, today we'll take a look at how to create an easy, very neutral, very glam makeup look. This is how it looks in natural daylight. I really like it. This is my preference of a glam makeup look. I don't like it very over the top. I like to keep it neutral. So to begin with, I've used the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base on my face. I like to keep my skin moisturized because I have very dry skin, and also I'll be using a matte foundation, so this will help retain some moisture. To begin with the eyebrows, I'm using the brow range from Benefit Cosmetics. I'm in the shade 4. So using the spoolie end, I'm gonna brush my eyebrow hair upward and then downward at the end. I'm gonna outline my eyebrows, not very dark, as much as it needs, and I'm gonna keep spreading the product, as the product can easily deposit and you don't want it to look chunky, if you know what I mean. Gonna do it, the same thing on the other eye. Basically, I'm gonna outline it, keep spreading the product, outline spread until they are both equal. Then I'm gonna use the gel pomade and fill in the sparse areas of my brows. I like to keep it very light on the front end of my eyebrow and make it darker on the ends of my eyebrow. And yeah, keep spreading the product again so that there is no deposit. Once that is done, I'm gonna use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter just a little on my cheeks to give that glowy effect, and then the remaining one I'm gonna spread it on my chin and forehead area. Next, starting with the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced, I'm in the shade Tan. I'm going to outline my eyebrows, defining them a little more. This is kind of like highlighting, but not with the lighter shade. It is just the right shade for my skin tone. This really helps in defining the eyebrows and making them stand out without making them look very dark. I like this step, and I prefer doing this before my foundation because doing your eyebrows after the foundation can be really tricky. And yeah, I'm gonna spread this out using a flat concealer brush, spreading it out all evenly, blending it in to the skin. This is how it should look. Next, I'm gonna go with the orange color corrector for my skin. I have really bad dark circles and discoloration around my mouth a little, so I'm gonna put a little amount of this corrector and then equally spread it out, blend it in with a beauty blender. I've even put it on my eyelids because we're going to do some eye makeup. So blending it all evenly. Next, I'm using the Dior Forever foundation. I'm in the shade 30. I really like this foundation because it is very light on the skin. It is medium to full coverage. It is buildable, of course. I'm using a flat kabuki brush from Pack Cosmetics, blending it all into the skin really well. For the concealer, I'm going on with the Maybelline Age Rewind and the LA Pro concealer. I'm highlighting my face. The Maybelline one is in the shade light, and the LA Girl one is really light. I think it's in the shade natural, highlighting the high points of my face, like under the eyes, my forehead, jawline, bridge of the nose, and a little on the chin. I like to mix these two concealers to get the right shade, because if you use very light concealer, it can turn out to look ashy. You don't want that. That's why you layer the concealers. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it with a beauty blender. It's a damp beauty blender, so blending it in, not rubbing it, just blend. Highlighting the jawlines really bring out the contour. So I find that step necessary, especially when you have a glam look to do. So yeah, gonna go ahead and blend it properly. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Hoola bronzer from Benefit and Beautiful Bronze from Illegal Concealers. I'm mixing the two because one is too dark and one is too light for my skin. Plus, I like the texture how it turned out, and I'm gonna contour the usual points like in a three structure. Also gonna contour lightly on my nose. I'm using a flat concealer brush here. That helps with the precision. Next, I'm gonna blend everything in using the beauty blender again. I'm just patting it in, slightly rubbing it into the skin, not pulling it, not tugging it, just where it is. You just have to pat it into the skin. Next, using the Sephora compact, I'm in the shade tan, I think. I'm just gonna powder my face, setting everything in place on top of my eyelid as well, under the eyes. Next, I'm using the Bobbi Brown bronzer in golden light, using again the places where I contoured, just to give it a warm finish. Next, for blush, I'm using Gingerly by MAC. I went a little overboard with it, but I'm gonna blend it in. The trick is to use a damp beauty blender and remove the excess of product. Next, taking a brown eye pencil. This is from Lakmé Absolute collection. I am lining my eyes, making a small wing along with it. Later, I'm gonna smudge this off, trying to make it equal on both the eyes. Next, I'm going to take a pencil brush and taking sandalwood from the Huda Beauty palette, just smudging it in. I've mixed a little of sandalwood and henna. Next, taking cocoa and sandalwood, I am smudging it more, blending it more, so that it gives like a smoky effect but nothing over the top. Next, for eyelashes, I'm going to curl them first. We tend to overlook this step, but it makes such a difference. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Hypercurl mascara. I'm just gonna take it from the roots and apply it. This makes such a difference. Next, using the same sandalwood and henna color, I've mixed the both of them and then putting it into my crease. And just blending it out. Next, I'm taking the Lakmé Absolute liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna thinly make a wing, keeping it thin at the inner corners and increasing the width of it as we go out. Next, for the exciting part, the highlighters. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palette in the shade Golden Sands. I'm gonna use the cream highlighter from that one using my damp beauty blender again, or you can warm it up with your finger. I'm gonna apply it in the C-like motion on the high points of my eyebrows and cheeks. Also a little, the remaining one, on my bridge of my nose, the cupid's bow, and the forehead and the chin. The usual places where we highlight. For my lips, I'm gonna use two of my favorite shades. One is Gimme Mocha from Wet n Wild, which is a very rosy pink color. Next, I'm gonna use Top from MAC Cosmetics. It's a matte finish lipstick. It's a very everyday neutral brown color. After this, I will define my lips using a lip pencil. This is Kristen from Kylie Cosmetics. We usually overlook this step, but I recommend we don't, because it just gives that definition that looks really nice. Next, setting all the powders, my makeup with MAC's Fix Plus. That's it. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you can add a pair of false lashes, that's totally up to you. This is my take on everyday neutral glam makeup. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.